I've literally chatted shit about these cars for about 2 years now. Well then, today I'm going to be something which I hate to be, and that's a huge hypocrite. Now, I've been very vocal of the fact that I absolutely hate Hondas and I absolutely hate EP3s. We've got a very special one here for 2 reasons. The first one is this thing is supercharged. And second of all, Track Car Giveaways actually bought this. This is the car that we went with for the next one to give away to you guys. I went and bought this yesterday. Banged my teeth a little bit like, oh, EP3s, you know. I literally drove home in it, and I hate this because everyone's gonna think I'm being so biased. Well, we'll get your reaction as a proof, all right? Just nod your head. This thing is insane, right? Everything that I hated about Hondas, this doesn't have, and we'll get into it. So this is an EP3, it's supercharged. We've got some other tasty little mods. We've got like the DC5 brakes, we've got the big Brembos on. The coilovers are, I'm gonna talk about the things in the car when I'm driving, but I'm gonna hate myself editing this because I've literally chatted shit about these cars for about 2 years now. So this is, I think it's cosmic grey, a cosmic grey EP3 Type R. We've got the Premier Edition Recaros, which the Honda boys absolutely bum off. So I actually went and picked this car up. I was the one who made the decision whether to buy it or not. I was literally driving home and I put my story yesterday. This is one of the best all-round cars I think I've ever been in. I've actually never had so much fun in a car, and I never thought I'd be saying that about an EP3, and I never thought I'd be saying that about a supercharger. I was always against superchargers, but you'll see in the driving video, this thing is a fucking animal. You'll instantly see straight away, this thing is super clean. Paint is absolutely gorgeous on it, but we'll show you what you've all come here to see. There is the supercharger. All the bloody dead expensive bits. We've got all the Tegra, we've got all the carbon fiber DC5 intakes, we've got the Jackson Racing supercharger, we've got some mad fuel rail, even got all the bolts everywhere. Whoever owned this was very picky about it. We're just gonna hop in this car and drive it. I've been so excited since yesterday to drive it on these roads up here. This is a place I know very well, and I've drove a lot of cars around here, so I really want to take it up here and actually test it to its full potential because I can compare it against everything else. From what I drove yesterday, it is, oh, I actually really want it, and I hate myself because I'm a hypocrite. Right, first start up, supercharged. First thing I noticed getting into it was how normal everything feels. Like, first thing I got in, I said, oh, the clutch is really light. I expected it to be quite stiff, but then again, it isn't running that much power, so it's running just shy of 300 horsepower, and that's because the supercharger's on a really low boost setup. It's still got a cat in it, so it's obviously really restricted, so you can't go too heavy with the cat in. So obviously if people wanted to, they could just remove the cat. I'm not entirely sure what figures this supercharger can run, but I know for a fact that these engines, as they are, can take a lot of power, and it's just a case of swapping out the pulley on the supercharger, getting a bit of a map tweak, and you're off. TDI North actually mapped this car, so they're massive in the Honda scene. They're actually close to me. I've actually met them a couple times. They're huge in the Honda scene. You actually find that a lot of Hondas are actually advertised as mapped by TDI North when they're actually not. So I messaged the guy down at TDI and they just said, we can't really remember the reg. Well, if it's got paperwork, it's legit, and lo and behold, it's the paperwork from TDI North with the, I think it's the K100 ECU, and it's mapped, and it's got the supercharger map on. And this map is incredible. There isn't one part of the rev range which isn't perky. There's not one dead zone at all in the rev range. Even on the motorway at like 6 grand, you've literally got power as soon as you put your foot down in. It's the way this mapped and the way this is built is absolutely insane. So much paperwork with this guy. I actually sat down when I was having my tea last night and I went through all the paperwork. It took me about an hour or two. and there's just so much spent on it. The Supercharger came off a few months ago and that was totally rebuilt and refurbished, just like serviced and everything. And the main thing about this car, once it's changed, is every time I've got in the Hondas, they all feel terrible. The steering feels terrible. It literally feels like it's just so disconnected from the rack, and the rack's so disconnected from the wheels that if you go back into Jesse's video, I said the same thing, and I said the exact same thing when driving the DC5s. The steering just feels crap. Like sometimes it felt dangerous because you literally didn't have any feedback from it. This is our new steering rack from Honda. It cost $2,000 to have a steering rack put in it, and oh my god, does that make a difference. Like, I actually understand. Every time someone said, oh, Hondas handle great, I was like, no, they don't. They handle awful. But now, like, I really understand. Like, it's so direct. And I'm guessing that after time, the racks just get old and the bushes just get crap in them. But my god, does this feel amazing. But the torque's there. Shit, hell, this is fast. VTEC comes in early, comes in like $4,000, but it's just, the Supercharger is just so much fun. I've always been a turbo guy over where you've got power, no matter what rev you're in, you've got power, and it just keeps picking up. There's no dying off like turbos do. You just, as soon as when you put your foot down, you've literally got power straight away. And the amount of speed you can carry in this thing. So it's literally just instant power. And once you get up to $8,000, whoa, like $7,000. And it's $8,500 it revs to. Well, I actually came off the throttle at $8,500. Revs just almost, I literally clocked the shift light at like almost 9k, so maybe like 8.7. It revs out to, and I still didn't hit the limiter. It's just, what a machine. So a big talking point of these is the shifters. It actually doesn't feel any different once you're in there and changing gears. Obviously got a really nice short shifter on this. It's got the really expensive K-tune gear knob because everything on this car is just expensive. The supercharger noise is so nice, it's not over the top. Sometimes you get it's like way too whiny. But it's just one of those cars, like, you just got so much confidence. $8,500, holy shit. I think one of the things that's so good for me right now is that obviously these cars are renowned, these engines are renowned for being bulletproof. People put turbos on them and run like 400-500 brake and literally don't even touch the engine and they run like that. So the fact that I know this is boosted and it's running a healthy amount matched by a very reputable tuner, it just gives you that confidence to take it up to $8,000-9,000. Or I've had cars that are broke on me, so I'm always that sort of person. I hate going anywhere near that red line. But after what I've seen Jesse personally drive his like, and just, you know, the stories about what they're like, it's that confidence is just literally, that confidence is just something that money can't buy. You know, you could pile thousands to this and that, and you'll always have that peace of mind that, oh, a couple of, I was exactly the same with the Evo. I never took it up in the revs just because I was scared of it blowing up. You hear horror stories. With these, you see people doing silly stuff to them and they just carry on going and going and going and going. You just have so much confidence and fun, and you can literally just let loose on it and it'll actually thank you for it. And I used to say, oh, shut up, Jesse, you know, you fucking Honda guy. But after driving one that's boosted like this and with an actual proper steering rack, I kind of get it. I'm not going to go on the forums and start saying, oh, everything but Hondas are shit, because that's what most Honda people are like. But I get it, I do get it. Well, I'm not entirely sure what brand of the BCs they are, but they're incredible. Like, driving over bumps, you literally don't feel anything. Like, a lot of cars you can hear, like, you know, all like the metal and metal. This is just so smooth, but it's so stiff, and you get zero body roll as well. Now, I know that a lot of people say, like, the Hondas are proper driving cars, you know, you've got to go through the revs to enjoy them. And I imagine when you put a turbo on that, you kind of lose that. This just literally, it's the exact same feel as a normal Honda. You've got all the revs, you've got literally power straight there, but it's just so much quicker. So what I always said about the Hondas, I always felt that they just felt slow, and they just need that little bit of an oomph. This literally keeps all that Honda feeling of dragging it through the revs and not having a big surge of power and all that, which is what a lot of boosty cars do. You know, obviously I'm used to very fast cars, so standard Hondas maybe fast as some people, but to me they're just not, and they're just lacking that bit of oomph. This just makes up for it, and this is just literally so much fun. Like even just round corners like this, it's literally just effortless. Fucking hell. You know, however much I am a turbo boy, however much I love boost, you literally just can't deny the fact of how fun it is just to have some surge of power just straight there. When you think a number like 300, I usually don't really think it's that fast. This, it's just like when you're only getting that number up at like 6k, and you can stay at 6k for so long. It's a total different driving experience, you know. Used to other cars where you might get that peak torque and peak power for, you know, about 1,000 revs. This, it literally comes on so late and it's screaming at you, and you just got that peak power from like 6 to 9k. Massively different way of driving. You've got to be on edge so much. But heading back to that point of reliability, this supercharger's been on this car for, I think it's been around 3 to 4 years. I think this supercharger's been running like this. The rebuild of the supercharger, I think it was around 4 or 5 months ago. So when I heard that, I was just like, because obviously when you're buying a boosted car, you never know who's done it, or, you know, etc, etc. But when I seen the receipt that it's been done 3 or 4 years, it's been running like this all that time, I was like, oh my god. And then I seen obviously TDI were on it, and it's called Jackson Race, and I went and seen it. I was up and buying it, and I was just like, we need this car. We're gonna end the video here. That's the Supercharged EP3. Yes, we are giving it away, we're raffling it off. We're still figuring out what ticket numbers and what prices we're gonna let this go for. We just need to do some mathematics. Keep an eye on the website, this will be going up. Keep an eye on our Instagram as well, track car giveaways. We'll be giving away to one of you. And whoever wins this, you are a lucky person. I never thought I'd said want to own a Honda, but this totally changed my mind. So thanks for watching. Head over to track car giveaways. But if you do go over to the website, and this one isn't on it, we've actually got 2 other prizes up at the minute. We've got a Bilstein set of Bilstein coilovers. Whatever car you've got, obviously if you win the raffle, we'll get a set of Bilstein coilovers for your car. And we've also got an Einhell tool bundle. So all the rattle guns that I use from Einhell, my absolute guys, they've created a one-off package just for us. So it's got all like rattle guns, grinders, jet washes, vacuum clean, everything for like a DIY car enthusiast. They've created a one-off bundle exclusively for us. So if you want to, that's £2.49 as well. So head over to them and await this beast being on the website.